On November 20th, 2014, just 2 weeks after the 2014 midterm elections, President Obama made far-reaching unilateral changes to our nation's immigration policy, despite saying on over 22 different occasions that he did not have the authority to do so. In his address on that day, the President said that we're a nation of laws. Those who broke our immigration laws must be held accountable, especially those who are dangerous. That's why, over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security. We'll prioritize, just like law enforcement does every day. The administration's actions, however, have not matched the President's rhetoric. According to documents provided to the House Judiciary Committee by DHS in April of this year, ICE arrests of criminal illegal aliens has declined 32% from the same period a year before, with 51,337 administrative arrests of criminal aliens in FY15 compared to 75,171 arrests in the same period in fiscal year 2014. Those declines occurred across the board of criminal offenses. We have recently learned that between FY 2010 and FY 2014, 121 criminal illegal immigrants were charged with homicide following their release from ICE custody. The administration failed to remove these criminals from the United States, and 64 of those were released by ICE at its own discretion, not pursuant to any court order. It was also revealed that the administration has repeatedly released the same criminal aliens. At our March 19th hearing on the President's executive actions, the committee discussed the fact that in FY 2013, ICE released 36,007 criminals, convicted criminals, that were in its custody. And we've learned that 1,000 of those criminals who were released have already been convicted again of new crimes. And if that were not bad enough, we've since learned that ICE released 156 of those repeat offenders again into American communities instead of returning them to their home country. Plainly, the President's assertion his administration will keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security is contradicted by those facts. Simply put, the President's policy changes are not doing a good job of protecting the safety of the American people. Now, the legality of the immigration policy change has been called into question both by this Congress and by the Federal courts. And in fact, on February 16th, a Federal judge ruled that the administration failed to comply with the law when they implemented the President's executive action. In a subsequent order on April 7th, that same judge stated that he was, quote, extremely troubled by multiple representations made by the government's counsel, both in writing and orally, about the administration's implementation of the revisions to his immigration policy. Taken as a whole, these facts make it clear that the President's unilateral changes are failing to achieve the stated purpose of protecting the American people. They also call into question the legality of certain actions taken by the administration in implementing those changes, and these are changes both in terms of the policy effect and the legality that we will review today. Without objection, the declarer is authorized to declare a recess at any time. I now recognize the ranking member of the National Security Subcommittee, Mr. Lynch, for